Welcome to our introduction to microbial nutrition. Microorganisms, just like all living things, need nutrients to grow, reproduce, and carry out their life processes. But what exactly do microbes eat, and how do they get their energy? In this video, we'll break down the basics of microbial nutrition, explore the major nutritional categories, and see how different microbes meet their needs. By understanding these fundamentals, you'll gain insight into how microbes thrive in diverse environments. Microbes require carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen for building the backbone of all organic molecules. Carbon is especially crucial, serving as the skeleton for protein, nucleic acids, and more. Most carbon sources also provide hydrogen and oxygen, but carbon dioxide (CO2) is a unique exception. It supplies carbon but not hydrogen or Ng. Some microbes called autotrophs can use CO2 as their only carbon source, while others known as heterotrophs rely. Let's dive deeper into autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are microorganisms that can use CO2 as their sole or principal carbon source. Many autotrophs perform photosynthesis, using light as their Ng source, while others oxidize inorganic molecules for Ng. On the other hand, heterotrophs depend on reduced, preformed organic molecules from other organisms for their carbon needs. This fundamental difference shapes how microbes interact with their environment. Microorganisms are also grouped by how they obtain Ng. Phototrophs use light as their Ng source, harnessing sunlight through photosynthesis. Chemotrophs, in contrast, derive Ng from the oxidation of chemical compounds, which can be either organic or inorganic. Chemotrophs are further divided into chemoorganotrophs, which use organic compounds, and chemolithtrophs, which use inorganic substances. These Ng strategies allow microbes to colonize a vast range of habitats. Another key classification is based on electron sources. Lithotrophs use reduced inorganic substances, such as hydrogen or sulfur compounds, as their electron source. Organotrophs, on the other hand, extract electrons from organic compounds. These differences in electron sourcing are crucial for microbial metabolism and influence how microbes contribute to nutrient cycles in nature. Understanding these categories helps us appreciate the diversity of microbial life and their metabolism. Combining carbon, Ng, and electron sources, we identify four major nutritional classes of microorganisms. First, photolitheutrophs use light for Ng, inorganic substances for electron, and CO2 for carbon. Examples include algae and cyanobacteria. Second, photoorganoheterotrophs use light for Ng, organic compounds for electron, and organic carbon sources, like purple and green non-sulfur bacteria. Third, chemolitheutrophs rely. Let's look at what makes up a microbial cell. Water is the most abundant component, making up about 80% of the wet weight. The dry weight is mainly protein, 40-70%, nucleic acids, 34%, and lipids, 10-15%. Cells also contain monomers, intermediates, and inorganic ions. To build these components and fuel their activity, microbes need a steady supply of nutrients. These nutrients are used for biosynthesis and energy. Microbes require both macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, and iron are needed in large amounts. They are essential for building macromolecules and supporting metabolism. For example, potassium is vital for enzyme activity, calcium for heat resistance in spores, magnesium for enzyme function and membrane stability, and iron for electron transport. Micronutrient. Finally, let's discuss the requirements for nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur. Nitrogen is essential for synthesizing amino acids, nucleic acids, and other cell components. Many microbes can reduce nitrate to ammonia or even fix atmospheric nitrogen. Phosphorus is found in nucleic acids, phospholipids, APP, and more, with most microbes using inorganic phosphate. Sulfur is needed for certain amino acids and vitamins, with most microbes using sulfate and reducing it as needed.